Hello from Russia. My name is Nikki, and today we're gonna have a Q&A video about Russia and my life here. Got a bunch of questions on my Instagram right from you. Gonna pick it one by one, reply shortly, and if you are most curious about a specific question, just go to the description area, find it and listen right about that. Before we get started, short intro. My name is Nikki. I am from Russia. I was born in the Siberian town of Omsk, and last 6 years I've been living abroad in Southeast Asia, and just recently I came back here. So my opinions on some certain things in Russia could be different from the rest of people, but still, it's my opinion. I'm Russian, I stay here right now, and I think that will be a good representation of what we actually have here in Russia. And the first question is, what the best and the worst parts of living in Russia? I'll start with the worst first. For me, the worst part of living in Russia is money. Russian ruble falling down every single year, it gets worse and worse. And if you compare it to dollar, and if you compare Russian average wage to what people make in Europe, in Americas, in Latin countries, and in Asia, Russian salaries are no good. Let's say in my hometown, which is a city in Siberia, quite huge, more than 1 million people live there. The average monthly wage is about $300 to $500. The minimum wage is something about $200. And it's quite hard to live a comfortable life using this money. It's possible to survive, but the comfort, the enjoyment of life will be lower than in many other countries. The best part of living in Russia, personally for me, that's nature and that's people. Talking about nature, I really enjoy that we have 4 seasons that are really different from each other. If we have a winter, it's a real winter. If we have summer, it's real summer. I really like this aspect of Russia after staying a long time in Southeast Asia. The second part, what's the best part about Russia is people. I like how Russian people are direct to each other. They do not really hide their feelings. If they like you, they show it a lot. If they do not like you, they do not pretend liking you. That's really the thing I like. How cold is it in the winters and what are your summers like? And that's the thing I told about Russian nature. Winter is really winter here. And in my Siberian hometown it could be as cold as -30, -35 degrees Celsius. And that's damn cold. Still people can live with such nature, with such temperature, and that's fine. Some other Russian places it could be even colder. Yakutsk could be -50, -55 degrees Celsius, and the coldest temperature I ever had in my life, it was -58. If you'd like to live in Russia but you do not want to experience such extreme weather, you could stay in Saint Petersburg and Moscow, where typical winter is like -15, -20 degrees, the coldest time, and usually it's even like -5, -10, which is quite comfortable here in Russia. Talking about summers, it could be really hot here, depends which city you live in. My Siberian hometown, once again, it could be +30 degrees Celsius, which is quite hot. In the southern part of Russia, it could be even a little bit hotter. In the northern part, a little bit colder, of course. In Moscow and Saint Petersburg, it could be something about 25-30 degrees Celsius too. Is Russia welcoming to foreigners? My short opinion on this, yes. Russia is welcoming to foreigners. Come travel Russia, that's really great. What are the best places to visit around Russia? And I have my 5 recommendations to you. Go visit Moscow and Saint Petersburg. I think that is top 2 places to go in Russia, and they are located very close to Europe and also very close to each other, so it's comfortable to go. The third place I'd recommend to you is Baikal Lake in Irkutsk city. The nature here is really so beautiful. The first place to visit is Russian Far East, like cities of Vladivostok, Khabarovsk, Republic of Buryatia. And the 5th place is Russian South, which is also very interesting to see. What's your advice for tourists in Russia? So basically my advice is watch some YouTube videos on traveling around Russia if you do not like to be unprepared. Be friendly to Russian people. Try to learn some Russian words, even like 5 or 10 simple basic Russian words could make locals feel much friendlier to you. And do not be shy to talk to local people and especially make connections with them when you are hanging out around. That's my advice not only for travelers to Russia. Basically, when I travel any country I visited before, I followed these words to get in touch with local people, and that made my travels really much more interesting and exciting. Have you ever been to Moscow Kremlin? And I haven't been there. I've been to Moscow like 3 or 4 times. I've been to the Red Square, but I never wanted to get inside of Kremlin. It's possible, but you need to wait a long line and then you'll get inside. That was not my interest. Favorite typical Russian meals? Good one. I have a lot of favorite foods from Russia. And if I choose by category, the favorite soup, solyanka. Not the borscht, which is also great, but solyanka. Favorite salad, olivier, or Russian salad as you call that in English. Favorite dessert is medovik. That's really delicious cake, and if you ever visit Russia, go try it. Some other stuff that I like is syrniki, blины, kompot, that is a Russian drink, Russian beverage, kvass, another Russian beverage, and that's all about food for now, because if we talk in Russian food, it could take like really long time to name everything, because I like a lot of stuff here. Is minimum wage enough to live on? And minimum wage, which is about $200 even slightly less, is enough to survive, but not enough to live a comfortable life. Do you want to move out of Russia? Yes and no. I do not want to stay in Russia all my life, but not because I do not enjoy staying here. Actually, right now I'm in Russia and I enjoy this time quite a lot because I am surrounded by so nice people, interesting ones. I also enjoy the food, the nature here, as I said. But I also want to travel. I'm a huge fan of traveling. That's my biggest passion, my life. And I want to see as many places as I could possibly do in my life. And maybe one day I'll find a place that I want to stay, to settle down, but for now I don't have one. How homophobic is Russia, and is it safe for gay people to travel around Russia? And the thing is, Russia is quite homophobic, but not as much as actually people from abroad think. If you are traveling to Russia and you are a gay or a gay couple, my advice to you is not to show that you are gay too much. Do not share it to strangers, because people generally do not understand it in Russia. And if you meet somebody stupid enough or uneducated enough, it could be even a trouble for you. But it's actually not that often happening in Russia, in my opinion. It's still okay to share that you have been a gay to your friends, to your Russian friends. Like people that surround me, my friends, they never been judgmental, even if they do not understand, even if they do not support it. Like friends to friends, it's okay to share, but to strangers, stay cautious about that. Is military training mandatory in Russia? Every single man, if they are in good state of health and do not have any other, let's say, special conditions, they have to go to army in the age period from 18 to 27 years old. Talking about myself, I'm 26 now. I haven't been to army, mostly because I've been living abroad for the last 6 years, and it's still possible that I'll go to army until I am 27 years old, but I think that's highly unlikely. And actually a lot of people here in Russia think that going to army is not the best idea. I'm a Muslim and I have to pray, so are there any mosques there in Russia? Yes, if you didn't know, Russia is not 100% Christian country. We have a lot of Muslims here. Every big Russian city has it here. What holidays do you have in Russia, and which one is your favorite? Well, we have quite a lot of holidays here, but we do not have really huge celebrations except New Year and maybe Christmas in some families. Another big holiday here in Russia is Victory Day. We also have a lot of religious holidays which I do not celebrate. We have some minor stuff, let's say like Children's Day and so on, but personally I do not celebrate many Russian holidays. How's coffee culture like in Russia? And for me that was a big surprise to come back Russia after 5 years of living abroad and find out that coffee culture in Russia really exploded. Right now it's possible to buy really cheap and delicious coffee almost everywhere. Every single time I go outdoors I can spend just $1 to get a cup of really nice coffee, and I do that almost every single time I go somewhere. If you have any questions on Russia, you can ask that in the comments or follow my Instagram and wait till the next time I'll ask you guys about questions in Russia for the next video episode, and just ask me something there. If I see this video doing well on YouTube, I'll make more stuff like this. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and comment under my video. Thank you for being here, and cheers from Russia.